Hi guys, this video might be a little bit of an unpopular opinion video. We're going to talk about... Yeah. I wanted to put it nicely. We're going to talk about Hide by Kiersten White. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Kiersten White?
Kiersten White. Yes, so we read it, I think, like last summer.
Yeah.
And
literally last summer, actually, yeah.
And we kept roasting it and roasting it and roasting it to each other for 6 months or something like that. And now we're finally ready to talk about it on the internet. Okay, so I saw it personally, and I was the one who...
First of all, as a disclaimer, it is an opinion.
Yeah.
You could have loved it. It could have been the best book for you.
Like I said, unpopular opinion in the beginning. So, might be unpopular.
Us, these are the ticks, well, the boxes that this book left unticked.
Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of my fault. I saw it everywhere on TikTok. Not sure if it still is anywhere, but I saw it everywhere. Yeah, neither. And everybody was in love with it. So I was like, you know what? It's supposed to be really good. It's like a dystopian thriller situation. We both like that. So let's read it. We both bought a copy.
Great setup. Like, I'm so sorry,
Right?
but it was I think one of the only times that I read the back cover, like what it described, and I was like, my god.
Yeah.
It sounds incredible. Like, it sounded so good. It promised so much. And we were both so excited. This is one of the only times that we decided to read the same book at the same time and to finish it exactly at the same time so we could have comments about it.
Like a proper talk. And it wasn't great. So essentially the book is, without spoilers, just a summary, the book is supposed to be about an abandoned attractions site, right? A park.
Yeah, it's a theme park that was basically abandoned.
Yeah, and there's 14 people who are gathered to play hide and seek there. And basically... Amazing idea. They're supposed to be hiding, someone's supposed to be seeking, and the last one to stay will be getting some kind of money reward.
Yeah, it was a money reward.
And they all needed money, so basically they all gathered. It is supposed to be a thriller, a murder mystery, not like a mystery, but like kind of a situation.
Basically there is a thing or a person that murders throughout it all. So basically there is a killer and everyone's getting killed off one by one, except I did not care about anyone that got killed off.
Honestly, I think I've filmed quite a few roast videos about this book, and finally we can talk. So honestly, did not feel anything for any character. Not a single one.
No development at all. Like, there is a lot of them, which at times...
14.
At times it's good. Like, at times it makes sense. But none of them were there long enough for you to develop any sort of connection to them. So when you flipped a page and then the monster got them, you just kind of, they're like, okay, well, there is one, 13 more to go. Like...
The thing is, when you have 14 characters, right, in movies, yeah, you can show some, but you still, in a book, right, you would focus on 2, 3, maximum 4 characters that are these centerpieces. You focus on them, you develop those characters. Here, the book tried to focus on all 14 characters, and it did not work. It is not thick enough, first of all, to develop the plot. Exactly, and one couple. It was a letdown. And the ending, I did not... Half of the things that happened there were not explained, first of all.
I think it was meant to be a failed attempt to build it up for a sequel, but the way it ended, I do not want to buy a sequel, if that makes sense.
Even if there will be a sequel, I am not buying it. So yeah, I personally disliked it. You might have liked it. I really hated it.
It's just there wasn't enough. It's a very small book for such a big idea, especially considering how many characters are there. Either the characters should have been shrunk, in their size, how many, maybe 6 people go in.
Didn't have to be 14.
14,
honestly.
Or if you are going for 14, make 5 like the top like ones
Yeah.
that you look at, but it just wasn't giving. I didn't like the writing
I
style
mean,
at times either.
let's give an example of the Hunger Games, right? How many are there? 20 something tributes.
24.
24. You're not focusing on 24 tributes. Some of them you don't know the names. Some of them just die and you don't even realize. There are a couple that you know about, they're developed, and you care. The rest, who are they? Same here. Why? Why are we developing every single character who are not developed in the end?
Yeah, it's like the second they got developed, they just got off the screen, and it's like, well, I mean,
And they weren't even developed fully.
They weren't developed enough for you to maintain an emotional connection to them. I don't know. That was the biggest downside for me. Like the characters it was just really upsetting.
It was just a pointless deaths, pointless story. I did not see a plot development. No. It gets a -1,000 for me. It was such a waste of time. It was a great idea, and they ruined it.
And the reason why we give it such a bad rating, it's not the fact that it was that bad, it's the fact that we had such high expectations of it, because it is marketed so well, it is described so well.
And it does not have a bad cover.
Yeah, and then once you actually read it, it's just very upsetting. So there's more about the rating, like there's more rage about the rating than there is it was a shit book. So I just wish it was better, I really do.
Read it if you want. Our opinion is don't. But if you really want to.
There is only one character that I was like, oh, sad that he's dying. That was one of them. One. And that was that was like a little hiccup of like, oh, we kind of got to know him a bit.
No, did not have that.
Well, there we go. Otherwise, I think that's really it that we have to say. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, great, join us.
Hide haters.
Wasn't for us.